A student at a Chicago vocational high school caught on camera bullying and threatening, this time, a teacher. Take a look.
No, that.
I need you to throw your, whatever you're throwing, I need you to throw them away. Whatever you're throwing, I need you to throw your beans away. Okay, lady, I'm going to have to ask you to have a seat. I'm going to have to ask you to have a seat.
You okay, terrible? I'm finna smack a whole bag of M&M's.
Vanessa, what are you suggesting? What do you think we're going to find there?
I don't know, but I feel like a lot of
people
times
do a lot of that work,
but not in those inner city classrooms.
Yeah, sure.
I've been in those schools. I went to an inner city school where there was all kinds of things happening on the premises. We were walking through metal detectors. We had security officers on site. And so I know what it is when you have a classroom full of rowdy kids, but I also know that some of these kids come from broken homes. Some of these kids don't
broken
eat.
Home,
they don't have
poor nutrition. I agree with you.
They don't have
horrible environment.
Horrible
with violence they're growing up in, right?
And a lot of these kids maybe have mental health issues. Maybe there's ADD, maybe ADHD, maybe there's
okay,
there's
Vanessa, now what are we going to do?
Things,
so there you go.
You've
listed 4 really important things.
What are bad kids, and we want to arrest them now?
No, I see mental health.
In the class?
I see mental health stuff.
Exactly, but who's talking to these kids? Who's pulling them into the counseling office instead of the detention hall? Who's saying, okay, you're acting out and you should be punished, but let's also talk about what's happening at home, what's happening in your heart and in your mind. No one cares. They just want to push them on through the system, and then they end up in jail somewhere.
I totally agree with you. Do you think that kid wants to sit in a therapist's office?
Kids don't want to do a lot of things. He didn't want to be at school either.
Yeah.
And so that's where it takes these adults to say, no, you're going to sit here and you're going to tell me what's happening, because maybe not the first, second, or third time, but someone needs to tap in and help him before he hurts himself or someone else.
And I think they do want somebody to talk to. You know, I interviewed a lot of inner city boys for my book, Swagger, which is about raising boys, and I'm walking into schools, who am I, as a total stranger, and I would sit and talk to them for hours. They were delighted to have somebody take an interest in their lives, to find out what was going on, to give them suggestions about things that they could do. I think a lot of boys in particular are crying out for an adult to take an interest in them.
Oh, listen, I'll tell you what, one positive relationship sustained with an adult after age 8 and forward can change the direction of a life. One positive relationship. Yes. If each of us could maintain a positive relationship with a kid in need, particularly those of us that are men with kids without fathers.
Yes.
Mike, you have something to say to this?
Well, I think that, you know, what Lisa was talking about, the need to have an interaction with adults, it goes to show that nowadays, even in the best of circumstances, with the most caring parents, we spend so little time with our children because we make less money working more hours.
Yeah.
In proportion to, you know, what it is to cost of living, we all work way more than we used to, and now someone who has a good job can't support a family, so most families have two incomes, and it's just the way this world is working. I think we're dealing with a different set of children. You know, like she was talking about Miss Aldred working in Watts in the 60s. I think even in a neighborhood like Watts, it's a whole different group of children now.
I totally agree.
Their idealism and everything is skewed to a way that makes it much harder to deal with.
I think we're hungry as a country for answers along these lines. Exactly what that's going to look like in the future, I just don't know, because it's expensive. So unless we all take it on ourselves.